Seeking English, IELTS, Academic, Test 1, Reading, Problems 7 through 13. It says the eggs are laid. Choices are in the air, with their lips, tadpoles, flyers, near the water's surface, nymphs at the bottom of the pond, months or years, weeks or months, swimmers, or with their wings. Going back to the paragraph, this is the life cycle of Odonata, so it's probably going to more or less match the chronology of the article. Let's take a look and see what it says. Dragonflies and damselflies both lay their eggs on or just below the surface of the water in the pond or stream. So that's the first sentence. Okay. So answer there is near the water's surface, letter E. The young dragonflies and damselflies called something, comma. What are they called? It's probably the next thing, right? Some species lay their eggs on the stem of an aquatic plant. The babies emerge from the eggs in the form of nymphs. So your answer is probably nymphs if it's on the list. You can check that, and I think it was. It says nymphs, letter F. So unless there's some doubt about that, I would continue with that. They live underwater for a few. Now here, this can be confused. There are 2 time periods mentioned, and it may not seem obvious to you if you don't know much about insects that they would kind of live this incubating lifestyle for a short period of time and then live as adults for a long period of time, which is what mammals do. Did the article get it wrong? No, it is reversed for insects, and the article does explain it correctly. It says they live underwater, breathing through gills and preying upon water insects, tadpoles, small fish, and either other nymphs. They hunt by hiding in the shadows at the bottom of the pond or stream, waiting for prey animals to swim by. They have a special lip that they can extend far forward. Well, this is not chronological to the questions. Special lip that they can extend far forward in order to grab their prey when it comes close. Depending on the species, they live this way for several months or even several years. That's right, they live months or years as nymphs. Okay, don't trust your intuition if the article seems to say something that is wrong. Go with what the article says. The test editors, even if they don't know what they're talking about, they have convinced themselves. In this case, I believe they're correct. Even if you don't believe them, act like you do during the test. Okay? Give them back the information that they give you. So, answer there is months or years, letter H. Okay? They live underwater for a few months or years. They eat small water animals, catching their food. And this we have to backtrack a little bit because we already saw this. They have a special lip that they can extend far forward in order to grab their prey. They're grabbing their prey with their lips. Again, you don't have to believe me. Okay? You have to, for the purposes of the article, believe the person or people who wrote and edited the article. Okay? You are living in their universe for the duration of the test. So, incidentally, I agree with them, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether we agree on this or not. Is it possible? Yeah, it seems to be. Okay. Says yes. With their mention lips here. With their lips, letter B. Very good. When they are almost fully grown, they leave the water. The adults live for only, and this emphasizes the short duration of their adult life cycle. Okay? Live for only a few, and then you're looking for another duration of time in the article. Yes, it says the adult emerges ready to live the next few weeks or months on land in the air. Okay? The adults do not live for more than 4 months, and many species live as adults for only a few weeks. So I think, again, whether you believe it or not, that's what the article states. Okay? The answer should be weeks or months, letter I. Okay? And says they are skillful what? Okay, with this one, you have to look at the context a little bit. It says they are skillful something and they catch their prey something. So answers 12 and 13 have to combine in some kind of coherent way. So even before you look at the article, you should be looking for answers that combine well with each other. So they are skillful. The answer with their lips is taken. Tadpoles, no, they're not tadpoles. Flyers is a viable answer. Near the water surface is taken. Nymphs is taken. At the bottom of the pond. It doesn't. You can check the article, but it doesn't really say that. Durations of time, months or years, weeks or months, no. Swimmers. They were skillful swimmers, but at this point in the narrative, it seems like they're talking about the adult form. Okay, it says skillful with their wings. That could be, but it says they catch their prey, and again, with their lips is taken because that was already used. Try not to use. When in doubt, don't use the same answer again. Okay, there are instances where something could be the same answer again, but in this case, we're talking about it says the life cycle or the. So we're talking about the adult form at this point. We've already discussed the juvenile form of the insect. So you're looking for something that describes their adult behavior, not being in the water, and not doing things that they already are described as doing in the water. So don't describe them being swimmers. It would be in the air. It says they catch their prey. Could be in the air. I would say so. Okay. The question is, are they skillful with their wings or skillful flyers? Which of those things makes the point more strongly? It's my opinion that flyers makes the point more strongly because wings have uses other than flying, but flying doesn't happen without wings. So they're describing their behavior, not the behavior that results in the catching the prey, which would be flying, not using their wings for signaling or some other purpose. I don't want to over-explain this, but I'm making these videos to assure that people get the explanations that they need. So it's better to include too much than too little. Okay, I hope that this explanation has been sufficient. Thank you.